Today's video is sponsored by Birch Living. They are part of the Parisienne Farmgirl family, and I think you should try a Birch Living mattress because I know you're going to love it as much as I do. Birch makes mattresses that are crafted with organic materials that are sustainably sourced. Their Labor Day early access sale is live now, so be sure to head to my link in the description and check them out. It's very important that I am not sleeping in an environment that is full of off-gassing from toxic chemicals. Other mattresses use things like fiberglass in their product because it's a flame retardant. Birch has nothing like that. In fact, their manufacturing facility is completely free of fiberglass. Birch is the premier mattress-in-a-box company. They're gonna deliver it right to your door, and they have a 100-night sleep trial. So while I'm busy doing all these projects around the house this winter, you can be resting peacefully on your new Birch mattress and enjoying that 100-night sleep trial. We have one here in our bedroom. Our children have one. I'm always sharing clips with you of when we took one to my mom's house and set that up for her right in her new living room before she even had her bedroom ready. So the organic mattress of your dreams, a 100-night sleep trial, a 25-year warranty. Their early access Labor Day sale is going on now. Organic products, sustainable products, zero fiberglass, 2 free pillows, 20% off. I'm not sure what you're waiting for. Check this link right here, and thanks so much to Birch Living for sponsoring today's video.
I can see on the back side and leave the front side down. I said I don't want to see. I don't like seeing stuff like that. Off.
Yeah.
It's a bottom to the other off. Just gonna pull the front end out. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to screw this to the wall. Then it's gonna raise up this front end a little bit. But that's close to level. How bad does that look? I mean, where's the balloon up? Do you know where that is? 'Cause I can't even get this in.
Hang on.
He's definitely off.
Well, if you pull it to attach it to the sink like you did on the other side, then what?
True, if I do that, when it comes up, now what happens when I go like this?
Perfect.
Close. So, that's the 2 things I guess have to happen. But it wasn't working over there.
Oh, okay. But I don't care. Okay.
I don't know what to do. That's what I don't know what to do. If that wasn't working, was it working over there?
It was floating.
Yeah, it was floating. So how am I going to change the float on this side then?
Well, you could take this measurement and just cut it on a slight angle. Okay. Last night while we were trying to figure it out, did we get to the point we decided we're not going to skirt the front? We watched that other video. We're gonna put a front on this. Okay? So it's been so confusing, I know, but I feel like last night we got to the point where we realized we want to pull the countertop out all the way to cover the control panel.
To here or over, right?
And that was the only change.
Okay.
I think we were happy with the depth.
Alright, then I just need to
cabinet.
cut these back a little bit so the door doesn't head out when it's closing.
Okay.
So I'm going to attach that to the wall real quick.
Okay.
And then I have to buzz off these pieces.
There's this, you don't like how deep these are?
I don't like how far they come this way because the door hits on these.
Yeah. So you don't want to be a cabinet maker when you grow up?
Okay, drill. Actually not that drill.
Side by side,
Straight up that drill.
all the good times just begun.
Yeah, I know.
We know what we
Flush with whatever we put on here. Okay, so you got to take this back out and cut these now?
I cut them right care if I have to. I just don't want to get it in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
So I need to cut it back.
So if we look a little spent, it's because we are. Our eldest son moved out this week on good terms, but I mean, let's be real. Look at my eyes. I've been crying a lot. We've been crying a lot. And it's a big change for our family. And so when you add that to, you know, the lawn and the farm and the garden and the kitchen and the business that we run, it's a big season for us.
I was digging in the wrong toe.
Really? That's weird.
I wanted sand. Is there sand?
Can I speak?
No, don't.
So what's the future of Parisienne Farmgirl?
Well, she has to be about French-inspired living. That's like all the notes I'm taking and journaling I'm doing when I take the kids to the beach and we sit on the beach. Is like I'm just coming to that, like French-inspired living is the crux. It's what I want to share with people. And I think that's a really big umbrella term. I mean, I think that's good because there's so much that we do on our property. There's so many like little habits that we have that have been influenced by our love for that culture, and there's so many like, you know, stylings that I do in the house that have to do with that. And then there's things that I care about, like fashion and skincare, and there's things that I want to share. And I think like this overarching idea, it's boiled down to French-inspired living.
Gotcha.
I think that works because, you know, we started the trips to Paris last year, and we have the shop that's full of French stuff, old and now new, and so I think I can make it all work together. But I think I need to take a break from YouTube to put the finishing touches on everything and then come back like I want, you know, like the way I want it to be. I think it's going to be really hard for me to do the behind the scenes work that I want to. Get ready for the next Paris trip. The store has a re-grand opening coming, and I think I need to pull back and like let myself be creative without the requirement of putting something out every week.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. So I've been watching, and I think that, you know, taking a month-long break, that's what you said, right? Month-long?
Yeah.
would help you be more creative probably, and fresher, and be able to come at it with your tenacity that you usually bring to things, you know, like a little refresher. Everybody needs one of those, correct?
Yeah, I don't want it like as time off. I'm not a time off kind of a person. I want to just pull back and get my thoughts organized. I feel like I can't organize my thoughts for the future of Parisienne Farmgirl because she has to have a future. I mean, like, we've been at this for a long time. The brand is almost 20 years old. It wasn't created as a brand, but it morphed into one. Like, you got to have some sort of sabbatical. I feel like it's not time off. It's just I can't create and make the changes to my creativity or improvements. I don't want to like freak people out. Goodness, sun's coming out. That oh, my sunglasses are so dirty. You know, I'm not like gonna change.
Right. No.
I know I want to bring people what they enjoy, but I want to improve on it, and I just don't feel like I can improve and create at the same time. I think I need like just stop, think about everything from fonts to thumbnails to like a fourth quarter schedule,
Right.
you know, and you know, the kitchen has been really challenging. The kitchen has created challenges like that I never imagined it would. I know what it's been like for me, trying to like mother and earlier before summer homeschool in that space, and I know your personal challenges because you're like being, you know, we're both, you're pulled in so many different directions, and the frustration of learning on the job. You know, you're learning to do things you've never done before, and it's been
taxing.
It's been really stressful, you know, and there's all of that sort of mixed in, and I'd like to focus and get it done and then be able to bring that content, you know, not like real time. I feel like a lot of what we're presenting right now is real time, and I think part of that's the buffer that we don't. The garden was kind of a bust this year. I don't really have the garden to fall back on for like intermittent content.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I think the kitchen and your schedule's been challenging.
Yeah, challenging.
So part of what we're reevaluating this fall is there's so much to get done. And it's the big property, big house, it's just the two of us. So we got a Sunseeker X7 robot lawnmower to help Joel just have more time. He's got this huge project in the kitchen. I'm helping however I can, and we needed to pick up the slack. Setting it up is actually a breeze. There's no wires. You just put it on the charging station. You're good to go. What are you doing?
Just trying to get a decent signal. It's connecting to the router, it says.
Sweet. It's got a robust vision AI system, binocular cameras. It can detect obstacles. It has headlights, which we thought was just hysterical. So Joel took it around the yard, mapped it out. Even though the lawn's a little mangy right now because we're in August and it's really dry, still the weeds are getting long and obnoxious.
Okay, I just saved it. It said end remote mapping.
Cool.
And now, I don't know how, let's see. Idle ready, it says.
Everybody's going to tell you to get bifocals. I'm watching you look at your phone like that.
Right. So let's hit play.
Okay.
Remote mowing work zone.
This thing can do up to 10 multi-zones. It's perfect for complex garden layouts like ours. With all-wheel drive system, it can adapt to dense grass and uneven terrain, which we definitely have. The traction and stability seem to be incredible. Steep slopes, uneven ground, you name it, we have it. And I love this idea of making 10 multi-zones with the smart app no-go zones, so you can tell it where you want it to go, what you don't want it to do. I mean, auto rain detection, eco-friendly, it's so quiet, anti-theft.
These ones just like going back up, you know, and it's cutting them.
Like little razor blades under there.
Joel mentioned razor blades, for real. The before and after was dramatic, even though our lawn isn't even in the best shape.
Look at that, it stopped right at the sand pile.
Oh, it's amazing. Look at that. See the headlights? You can do this. It can do this in the dark.
What?
This is awesome. You could wake up and your lawn can be mowed in the morning.
Heck yeah.
It's got headlights.
While you're installing a dishwasher, it could be mowing your lawn.
Dad, is it looking for more grass to mow?
It's got more grass to mow. Hey, I don't know about you guys, but you know, when I'm doing all these crazy projects in the kitchen and stuff like that, some things got to give, like the lawn. And anything I can do to pick up that slack, I'll do it. So,
Like robot lawnmowers.
Yeah, like a robot lawnmower.
So if you need something like this to take the sting out of a heavy workload like we do right now, I'll put a link in this video description for you.
So isn't the channel going to take a big hit if we take a month off, or how's that going to work?
Yeah, it will. That's the one of the lamentations about YouTube creators is
Sorry, have a hair.
hair in my lip gloss is
Good.
YouTube's a hungry beast. It likes to be fed. The algorithm, the YouTube gods, you know, I remember when, like, we were building the channel, and we didn't set out to build a channel. Like, I didn't, like, out of naivete, I didn't know people did that. I didn't know people had, like, YouTube channels that people followed, like a TV show, or that I just had some things I wanted to share. It started back, like, at the rental farm. I wanted to share how I was stringing peppers, or designing this, or making macaron, or whatever. But I remember once we realized it was a buildable thing, we got, like, kind of intentional about it. And then, I don't remember, it was like we got the flu or something happened. It was just like boom, boom, boom. And we took like 6 weeks off. And it did not come back. It just didn't come back. So yeah, it is going to take a hit.
So how would your viewers support you then?
Well, I have some ideas. I'm going to, I know they don't all cross over to Instagram, but I know some of them do. So I would love for them to follow over there. We've been doing online, like, flea markets, or live flea markets on Instagram. Those have been fun. There's another one on, I don't know when this video is going to air. What is today?
Today is the 2nd, isn't it?
The 1st?
No, it is the 1st. My bad.
Okay, so this video will air in a few days. So then on the 9th, is that a Friday? I'm having a live sale.
Yeah, I think so.
And then, well, I'll talk to them right now. In the upper right-hand corner, there's a little eye. And if you hit that, if they hit that, then there'll be a link, and it'll take them to my email list. Because what I would like to do is look over the last however many years we've been doing this and take 2 videos a week that are my favorites and share them, like send them right into people's inbox. That way they're watching twice a week, and maybe we can sort of trick YouTube that people are still engaged, you know, and we won't take a hit. And then, you know, I'm going to be back and fabulous September 6th. That's my goal, is September 6th. And by that point, you know, we'll be hopefully really wrapping up the kitchen, if not done. And so that will be chronicle, you know, that'll be kind of in the books as far as content I have to work with. And then I can put that content and, like, sort of put some thought to, like, what decisions did we make in doing the kitchen that were influenced by this idea of French inspired living, because I know there's things that we do, even as a family, subconsciously, just from 2 decades of being Francophiles. And I want to share that. You know?
Yeah, I like it.
It feels like a plan to me. I've been thinking about it for months, and I, like, sort of looking at the calendar and thinking, when can I say to my audience, I'm going to pull back, I'm going to research fonts, I'm going to do, you know, I want to cast this. I know we have a vibe, and we have a spell that we cast. I know there's a feeling on the channel. I want it to be better. I don't want to change it. I would just want to have the time and the mental space for creativity and make it even better. I want it to serve people. There are people that live in Beigeland, or they want out of Beigeland. They want color. You know how many color comments I get on Instagram? You know, like, thanks back, especially when the whole, like, white farmhouse thing was really, really popular. Again, there's not anything wrong with white farmhouse, but, you know, the minute a kid sets down a red backpack, the look is over, you know? But, like, what was I saying?
You want to do it better, you said.
Yeah.
You want to do better. That's what you were saying.
Okay. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I am excited. And so I would be.
Me
Are you
too.
excited?
Oh, man.
Joel's excited,
You know
too. So we would be so grateful. We sat on a bench like this years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, when we hit 10,000 subscribers. And we would be grateful. If you've never subscribed, we'd love for you to do that. I know a lot of people don't do that these days. They just watch. But when you subscribe, that really, really helps us. And it shows Instagram or YouTube, you know, what it's looking for. It does help us. And I would love it if you click the little eye in the upper corner and join the email list. That really, really helps too, because I've seen people's YouTube channels get hijacked before, you know, and then that's it. they have to start over. And if we have access to send you a newsletter, that's really great. So just for the next 4 weeks, my newsletter is going to be me sharing my favorite moments from the channel, just moments that I love, and that'll give you an opportunity to see what I've enjoyed over the years, and maybe an opportunity for you to enjoy a new video. And then I'm going to be back. We're going to be back with a finished kitchen,
Better
right?
than ever. Oh, you know it.
With a finished kitchen.
Better be.
Better be. We will be back live from the loony bin, or we will be back live with a finished kitchen and a fresh feeling for Parisienne Farmgirl, bringing you our very best presentation of ideas on how to live a French-inspired life. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And for those of you last-minute travelers, we are going to Paris in October. Sadly, we had a couple guests that needed to back out at the last minute. So reach out to me if you are a spontaneous kind of a girl and you would like to go to Paris October 9th through the 15th. We're going to have a riot. Okay.
Can I say abiento or what?
Yeah.
Abiento.
That's great.
So what's the future?
Girl, and then you just have to look at me.
So I look at the camera or look at you
No,
when I say it?
you never look at the camera.
Okay. Come on, this is important. You ready? 1, 2, 3, send it. Whoa. Come on, you want to talk, right?
Yeah. It's so dark.